Welcome, friends, to the Soul Talk podcast, a show where we explore and uncover the path to the heart, amplifying your conscience. Join me as we meet incredible souls who are in this journey and learn from their experience and different methods that will make you vibrate your heart. Let's get into it. Yes, my name is Monica Ramirez, and I'm going to be talking about 3 keys on believing in yourself. From the scale 1 to 10, 10 being the max believing in yourself and actually creating the life that you want, or 0, not believing in yourself at all. Can you think on that? It doesn't matter where we are in this moment in our lives in believing in ourselves. We can change that in the moment we choose. I'm going to ask you simple questions. Can you imagine what would be your life if actually you believe fully in yourself? How will you show up in your life if you believe in yourself? Or why you think it is so important actually to believe in ourselves? What do you think people stop them to actually achieving whatever their goals are in reality? And the majority of the people that I work with, they don't believe in themselves. That's what they have in common. After thousands of people that I've been working through the years, the thing that they have always in common, it is that actually they feel powerless. This is a story that I'm going to tell you that I have now overcome. I'm friends with my ego. But it was not always like this. The first time that actually I encountered my guides telling me my spiritual name that I've been bugging them for years to tell me. And finally they told me, your name is Warrior of Love. And it's like, okay, what do I do with this? It's a big name. And that time I did not believe much in myself in reality. I did not even knew what it was love and less love for myself. So what happened in there, I asked them, okay, can we change it? Or what are we going to be doing with Warrior of Love? It's too big to even believe in that. And they tell me, and in that moment, I did not realize that my ego is the one that was playing tricks on me. So like that, I do not overcome, and actually I did not empower my own self. So what happened in there, I asked them, okay, I've been with a lot of American natives, and they have like standing bear, water running, whatever. Give me any other name that is not that big name, because I was still feeling this little. So they tell me, no, you're going to wear it. You're going to use it as your own skin. And when you're completely and fully empower yourself, then you can change it. That will be your choice. That will be your option. You know, in that time, I was carrying guilt and shame because I have controlled and manipulated people. I have not empowered my own self. I did not believe in me. And of course, I was just trying to hide all the time with everybody because I was carrying that guilt. And carrying the guilt for all the mistakes that I have done in my past. I have carried a lot of guilt in that time. So at the beginning in my social media, when I start putting Warrior of Love, I didn't even show my name, my face. In fact, not even my name, it's just Warrior of Love. In my first channelings, it was just a nice photo, and I was not showing my face until I started realizing that that's where my healing was beginning. I started owning my own name, my spiritual name, Warrior of Love. That's what created the big changes in me. So I came to understand that there were 3 keys, that they were basic in that understanding, because I healed myself after I believe in myself and after I forgive myself too. Because if I did not forgive myself for all the mistakes that I did in my past, I was going to continue being sick. I will be still feeling powerless. So that's why it was so important for me to actually forgive me, because or else my sickness was gonna kill me. I created the first my program that it goes with these 3 keys. The first one is we need to tame the ego. Because when we start taming the ego, we start becoming understanding where it comes from. Because it can be our best enemy or our best friend. The ego was created actually to help us achieve believing in ourselves, or it can destroy us. That is the choice of every single person. But in the moment we understand that the ego is just showing us just exactly where we have to work with ourselves, that's when we can actually overcome anything that we want, and more because we're believing in ourselves. And we're growing as a human beings, as a spiritual beings, as a better race in this planet. It gives us when we believe in ourselves. You know, the ego was created just to protect us. And as a protector, it's like having a parent that it is very protective. It's going to try to control you. It's going to try to manipulate you. And also it's going to try to instigate fear, and more when it's a change about to occur. So it is up to us actually to realize what the ego really means, because the ego was also created and instigated in our programming, in our mind, so we don't believe in ourselves. So it can get us stuck, or we don't deserve nothing better. It's gonna, in a way, kind of cut us our big dreams that we have, because who we think we are. So I would tell you that I have to become a friend of my ego so it can be my best teacher and not my enemy. So I would tell you what I did with my ego. I became the best friend. I start talking to it like another being next to me. I start putting a name to it. I start expressing gratitude actually at the same time, because it was teaching me every single lesson that actually helped me to heal. And I have to be aware when it's sabotaging me. And if we can actually try to do that with our ego, I tell them many times, go and sit down outside, please, because it is sabotaging me. And actually, you do listen. Don't believe me, just try it out. The second key that I learned, it was that we have to become the witness. In a way, when we're becoming the witness, we're becoming the observers of every single situation we are. And we can remove the judgment of that becoming that witness or the observer. And that's how ego is going to be showing us exactly where do we have to work with ourselves. If something is making us react, it's the ego trying to show us exactly where we have to work with ourselves. So I would recommend you to always ask yourself, when you encounter a situation that is very going to make you feel uncomfortable, and observe yourself removing the judgment, because otherwise you're going to feel involved again in the situation. It's going to make you react, and you're not going to have a clear objectively observation. So always ask yourself, why this is happening to me? Why this is making me react? Why this person is irritating me so much? You're going to encounter that there are things from your past. There are things that trigger you because they're past memories or present memories. But that is going to give you the clue where you have to work with yourself, or why you're sabotaging yourself. And when you start learning about this, that's how you start becoming the observer. And that's one of the best tools that you can find. To one, you can control your ego, but you can overcome whatever you desire you want to overcome. The third key that I find, it was the own programming. Those are all the limiting beliefs that we all have as a society, programming, because they had teach us that we cannot overcome who we already are born. I am a Mexican woman living in the United States. I have overcome many things, including the language. I have overcome the fears of being a single mother and being divorced 4 times. So we can overcome whatever we want to overcome. It is up to us in reality to unlearn those programmings that they have keep us not believing enough who we are, or telling us on what we can or we can't do with our own lives. So you might remember some of the programmings that are beliefs that we have, that money do not grow on trees. That's one of the old ones that we all have heard about that one. Or a woman is not going to be successful unless she have a man next to her. Oh, I have proved that one. That is completely wrong. or, or don't shoot for the stars. You can reach the moon. That was one of my daughters, actually, the teachers of my daughters actually told her. And I told her that is completely wrong. And if you can you walk barefoot, you're gonna catch a cold. And the funny thing is, actually, I know people, my dad used to have that one, and every time he walked barefoot, he always got sick. You see how the beliefs actually manage completely our body, our psyche, and what we can achieve, and it can even get us sick. So, and I bet many of you have many beliefs that have limiting you to achieve whatever you want. If you can think on those, then you can see some of them are pretty ridiculous, like walking barefoot. And you're not gonna catch a cold unless you believe it. Well, in resume from all this, you tame the ego and you become the observer. Remove the judgment from there. And you can reprogram your thoughts, because now you can observe them, all of them. And now you can see, and you are owning every single mistake that you have done. Now you can change it, because every single lesson that we experience in our lives, those are the ones that actually have teach us to be who we are. I will not change nothing from my past, because I will not be the person that I am now. So if you want to become actually the warriors of love for yourself and for others, you have to, you can achieve anything. And at the same time, you have the freedom to become the unique being that you are, because this time you're going to honor yourself, you're going to respect yourself, and you're going to feel proud for who you are. That's what it gives you, believing in yourself. You can work with me in my different programs or one-on-one, and you can find me at monicaramirezwarrioroflove.com. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, this is Monica Ramirez, the Warrior of Love, and I wanted to talk to you about Path to the Heart. That is a transformational system that I created, that it goes in 3 levels, and at the end, even you receive a certificate as a healer and a channeler. But let's start from Path to the Heart level 1, that is transformational metamorphosis, like my book. That is precisely the Path to the Heart level 1. And the Path to the Heart level 1, it is because many of us, I used to feel like that. Even as a Reiki master and learning so many techniques, every time I work with a client, I did not felt that I did enough or that I was good enough. And yes, that came from a childhood trauma that started there, because I was overachiever. I always trying to prove myself to others, and I was a people pleaser, because I was too afraid to stay alone, or people will leave me if I was completely me. I have a lot of resentment to myself for all the mistakes that I have done in the past. And I bet many of you have felt the same way as I used to feel. Well, in Path to the Heart, we are going to be working with the shame, with the blame, blaming others, because a person that is not responsible of their own actions, it is going to be very hard that they can move forward and actually change their life. We have to start owning our things. And in Path to the Heart, you will learn how to start owning your things, but not only stay that, okay, I did, yes, and now what? Now you have to learn to forgive yourself for making the choices that you did, and forgive others, because you're going to start seeing others in a very different way. You're going to learn to become the observer of your own thoughts and your own emotions, and letting go all that shame and blame that is being keeping you stuck. And at the same time, the fears is a limiting belief, because I work as an NLP deep inside in theta level. And I explain all this, and we work in at that level with activations and meditations. We have a group also where it's going to be supporting you, people that are working with themselves in the same level. And how many of you also have got stopped because what other people will think about you? So the judgments of others can affect you if you let them. And you're going to learn in this program how you're going to let go the judgments of others. So like that, you really will feel free and empower yourself. So like that, you make better choices and be less reactive. And first of all, you're going to learn how to love with yourself and love your life that you have right now. The second level, it is about clearing family lineage, removing vows and contracts that we all do every time we speak. And I'm going to finish the second level with a soul retrieval. You're going to be bringing those fragments of soul that you have left because of fear, shame, or blame, or grief. We are going to bring those parts of yourself so like that it can get integrated to your own self. The third level, the third level is about learning how to channel and learning all the types of channeling. And we do a lot of practicing there, but not only there, we stay. You're going to learn how to heal at the same time your own clients in a theta level. And the good part about my program, A Path to the Heart, it is that you can integrate all the techniques that you have learned before from Reiki, from different modalities and so forth, and you can integrate them in my program. So if you are interested, just give me a call and let's have a chat. And I will be more than happy to have a discovery call with you. It's a 30-minute call. This is a program that it is for coaches and healers and yoga teachers and massage therapists, people that work already with energy, people that already are working with themselves, but they don't know how to continue moving forward. So if this program is calling you, give me a call. My name is Monica Ramirez, the Warrior of Love.